So here we are again, 6 o'clock almost exactly in the evening on the 7th of April. Just arrived with my tiny little car from Limoges Airport at the house, and this will be like last time, except the grass has grown a little bit more. I'm glad I cut it at the end of my last visit, or our last visit. Camellia's dropped a lot of petals. Not much to report, everything's okay as far as I can tell. Pool's still got a leak which we're going to have to sort as soon as we can. Let's go down here and have a quick look. And there it is, that's the level of the pool, and yeah, you can see the grass has grown quite a lot here. Still, it's a beautiful day. No complaints. So I started to create some space up here for the possible building of another bedroom in this space here. A sort of emergency or semi-temporary bedroom. Unfortunately, it means moving all this lot, some of which I've already moved, but there we go. More to do, lots of space really. Need to fit that window somehow, and then it'll be a case of plasterboarding, I guess. So onwards and upwards. So these are the two massive holes that had to be dug to prove to our pool supplier that there was nothing to do with putting the concrete slab in place that has had any effect on why there is a leak somewhere in the pool, which is why the pool is at the level that you can probably see it is there. So both of these parts, which were initially blamed for causing the problem, are clearly not caused the problem. There's no cracks, there's no holes, the water level is here you can see the water level, and we've gone well below that to below where the calcare was put. So it's clearly not, that is not an issue. In order to try and find where the pipes go, and in case we come across one, I have spent several hours digging a trench from the edge of the concrete that's been done so far to more or less the middle-ish of where the shed is. I've stopped now, but because it's very hot and I'm very tired. But there's no sign of the pipes that go to the filter system being impacted in any way by the installation of the concrete slab. So there we go, one hole dug, emptied, big pile of earth, and then refilled with a pile of calcare, ready for Andy to put the concrete on once we have sorted out what on earth is causing the leak. Pretty sure the leak is not due to the concrete, because the pipes go from under the shed straight down here. You can see all the pipes, presumably straight under the cow care to the edge of the pool. So how the concrete could have affected it, I've no idea. So here we are, we've arrived to find the road closed because they are filling in, well, attaching new electrical connections. Just about managed to get the car into the forest of grass that, as you can see, is unbelievably long. Meanwhile, peace and quiet as the electrical guys connect the new box, which will go across here to there. Next piece of news, which is not frankly a surprise, as we head down towards the pool, we discover that the leak has not been fixed. Very disappointing. Ultra long grass. Lots of work to be done there. So here we go. Darryl is having her first go on the new ride-on mower. A little bit tentative, but she'll, oh, it's an interesting change of direction. Seems to be doing the job. First proper bit of sunshine we've had since we got here. Yes. No.
This is Peter having his go on the mower. Slightly losing control. Don't know what went on there. Not worried he's going to tip it over like I was. However, I will get out of the way.
Excellent work being done by Darryl. And you can see the height of the, I don't know what you can't call it, grass, the undergrowth that the valiant trimmer is dealing with. It's quite remarkable, really. It's a tough job. Oops.
man at work, having done a lot of strimming, having got the tractor on that bit down there. We had to stop because the grass was so long it was quite scary. So he's been strimming again this morning. Looks like, I don't know, born to be a country yokel. He's now raking up the stringed bits.
Still looking for the leak. So far, nothing. That's a lot of bags of salt. 15 to be precise. Each weighing 25 kilograms. Well, that's my exercise for the day. Except I've got to open and pour them all into the pool now. Still, these things have got to be done. Oof. By the way, current temperature outside, 34 degrees. Boy, is it hot. So, pool is full and staying full, which is great news. After 4 days of baking hot sunshine, the weather has turned a little, so no sunshine today to speak of yet, although it's still pretty warm. However, I've taken the opportunity to do some outdoor digging work and preparing the ground for the new sand pit, which is waiting to be put together. Bad news is I've got to carry lots of kilograms of sand to fill it up. Still, onwards and upwards. So Andy has finished for the day. He's set himself up for tomorrow. This is going to be the shower space, I suppose. Not a tray, but somewhere to put the shower in. And then the 2 skimmer cuts have been filled in. Not sure what I'm going to do with all this rubble, but I guess we'll figure something out. So there we go, and tomorrow the rest is due to be done. That whole section there, which is all ready to be filled with concrete. So here it is, start to finish in about 2 hours. Very efficient. Electricity cable. I think we might have lost a bit of a tree, but never mind. All ready to be connected.
What do we call it? The bee catchers? Or the bee whisperers?
Bee busters.
Bee busters.
Oh, here.
Bee busters are going up into our attic to try and remove the bees.
There might be raining down with us.
And then, yes,
Bees chasing them.
I'll be sure to get that on video as well.
I'm sure you would, yeah. That wouldn't do our street cred much good, would it?
What's that?
Running out of the house with 20,000 bees after us.
Well, it's possible. That's never happened yet.
No.
But yeah, they do get aggressive sometimes.
So here we are in the aftermath of after the bee busters came, took away thousands of bees in their cardboard boxes, and now we're left with what is essentially the bees' graveyard. You can just about see some of them still crawling around there, but there are thousands of dead ones and the remains of their honeycombs there. And on the bottom of the planks that have had to come up, all this honeycomb which is now dripping down into the hall and bedroom below. It's going to be some clean-up operation. Because I don't know whether that makes it any better or worse. Because it's got my shadow in it.
So here's the remnants of the devastation caused by the removal of our bee colony. A lot of honey, a lot of dead bees, and a lot of mess. But I think we finally managed to deal with it. It was not something we wanted to do really, but unfortunately they were becoming aggressive, and we had multiple stings across people with kids coming. It was not really an option to do anything else. So,
Okay.
not sure how.
Right, Peter's going up the ladder with his mousse. It's not chocolate. I'm going to try and foam the remaining bees. Will it reach from there?
Supposed to.
How far does it go? Crikey. Okay. Good Lord. Yeah. The general idea being to cover them all with this foam and finish the last ones off. What do you reckon? Is that it?
Well, I think I'd have to get a lot closer to cover more. Seems to have caused some aggro.
There's a lot of buzzing there.
Yeah.
That's crazy tall. I scarcely see the tractor, it is so high. Every now and then it emerges on the other side.
Well, I'm very dusty. You may be able to see. So I've been cutting the hole in the wall let's have a look. So the doorway shape is there. Almost through, haven't got down to the bottom yet, but we're on our way. And this is what it looks like from the other side. You can see there is daylight. Not sure if you can see through there, probably not. But not long before it comes right down. So, ooh, partly up, get in there.
And there they go. They're going the wrong way. You are going the wrong way. Okay. They're going the long way round, obviously taking the picturesque route to the bakery. We may never see them again. Bye!
See you later. And there she is, off on a bike ride. Temperature 34 degrees. Bonkers.